and Tori Bowie. Here's some wins. So let's start with Sally. You've had a difficult couple of years, but you do seem to be rounding into very good form, but you're up against two semi-finals on Sunday, which the stats pack says includes the 2/3 of the medalists from all of the major championships over the last few years. Are you in shape and you ready for that?
I'm definitely in shape, but I think I'm in a different sort of phase at the moment than those other girls. I've had my trials, I'm on the team for the World Championships, so for me at the moment I'm in a rebuilding phase to make sure that I'm at my peak for London. Saying that, I am in pretty good shape, I think. I raced in Manchester Street Meet last week, and the time obviously wasn't fantastic. It was 12:81, but very, very messy, rusty race. So for me, that's a little bit of a confidence boost, I think, knowing that I can still pull out a half good time given the circumstances. So I would say I'm in reasonable good shape.
And it's a big 9 months coming up for you, because London was the stadium where you won your Olympic title, and then next April the Commonwealth Games are in your home city, hometown of Gold Coast, and so that's you were part of the presentation team, I think, at the closing ceremony for the last Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, I was. That was a bit embarrassing, but yeah, no, it's going really well. I'm an ambassador for the Commonwealth Games in April next year, so and to have it in your hometown, I think, is pretty special. There's not many chances that any athlete gets to run in their home country, let alone their hometown. So for me, it's a huge honour and a privilege to be able to, I guess, give back to my city. I've lived there since I was 9 years old, and there's not many chances that they get to see me run internationally. So for me to be able to compete there in front of them, show them what it's like at a major competition for an elite athlete, is pretty special.
And final one for me, do you have any race day must-dos, must-not-dos?
I try not to be superstitious, so I guess that's my superstition. But at the same time, if I put my left shoe on before my right, I get a little bit antsy and have to change it around, take it off, and put my right one on again first. So, yeah, it's kind of like that. You try not to be, but at the same time, we all have our little routines that we like to do, and whether they're superstitions or not, it's still something that we like to. I'm speaking for these guys as well, I guess. You try to stick to the same routine as much as possible on every race day, and even sometimes training days as well.
Let's pass the baton on to Jeff. What would constitute a good performance for you on Sunday as Olympic champion back on home soil?
Just come out and compete, really, honestly, and have fun. So I know we're here for the fans, to show the fans what we're doing here for. But the biggest for us is we're here for USA. That's the biggest part for us, because that's the hardest meet of the year for us.
Last year this was the first street meet in the US. Have you any experience of them elsewhere, or are you coming into it cold?
This is my second street meet ever I've been to. So last year was fun, so then this should be a lot more fun. So we're going to see.
And your race day superstitions, if you have any?
I have no superstitions, I'm sorry, I don't. I do some different things every day, every meet, so I never have no superstitions at all. So I'm never superstitious. I just go out there and do the same warm-up and just go see if everything works out. Is there anything you have to listen to on your headphones to get you in the right frame of mind to jump? Actually, no, I listen to everything, honestly. Rap, gospel, R&B, slow, soul music, everything. You won the Olympics on your very last jump. What was going through your mind when you were on the runway and the clock's counting down? Honestly, the first thing was why they had a cone on the runway for so long. So I was like, okay, my mind was going through all the things I was going through, but I had to refocus and just focus on what I had to do on the last jump and execute it on the runway, and I did it. Let's pass on to Tori. Short for Frentoria. I always thought it was Victoria, but what are your recollections of last year?
Yeah.
Frentorish, beg your pardon. What are your recollections of the street event last year?
So last year I ran the 100 meter here. It's my first street race.
And how would you assess your form? I mean, you seem to be in the form of your life coming into it this year.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, I just come here to have fun, and I just know that right now it's just more of training for me, you know, get me prepared for the national championships.
What would constitute a successful outcome for you when you leave here?
Of course the win, and I don't know, just going through a perfect drive phase and just being relaxed, you know, and just having a good time.
And anything on race day that you have to eat, mustn't eat, have to listen to, mustn't listen to, have to wear? Which shoe goes on first?
Not really. I mean, I have those things where I feel like I must wear black socks. It's a little weird, but that's my thing. Yeah.
Black socks. Most athletes have something, even if they don't say. Over to you.
Tori, I really enjoyed watching your race at Pre, and you must have afterwards as well, but you came off that turn and looked fantastic. What was different about that race than other 200s that you've run?
I think I just finally put it all together at the right time in the right moment. I feel like I've had all the pieces, but I just hadn't put them together yet, and that's what happened at the Prefontaine Classic.
Sally, can you tell us a little bit about the atmosphere at Manchester last week? You've been to the City Games obviously before, but last week was kind of special.
I've been to the City Games in Newcastle before, never been to Manchester, but obviously they're always a lot of fun. That's why I'm looking forward to Sunday as well. But I suppose being there when the bombing happened, and then talking to all the meet directors and all the people who are working for the meet and asking whether they think it's still going to go ahead and what they're going to do, and obviously they had to take time to think about it for various reasons. But the good thing was that they still went ahead with it because they didn't want to let terrorism win, I suppose. And it was quite an honour, really, and a privilege to be there racing. And I think it was partly supporting the community as well to help them through such a hard time, and seeing, I guess, the resilience that they have and the drive that they want to keep moving forward and keep everyday life as normal as possible, I think was really important. And so for me, I think to help them do that was a real honour.
Can I ask Jeff? Jeff, there's been some long jumps so far this season, and you're coming around well. Do the long jumps excite you or kind of get you focused?
Of course, this year has been a lot of jumps going on so far, and of course, it's still early in the year. So our main focus is for U.S. athletes to focus on our USA, because our USAs have the most dominant jumpers in the history of sports. So focus on USAs, then we focus on the Worlds and the Olympic Games first. So of course, I see the jumps. They get me excited, and I'm glad I'm seeing them. But I'm focused on USA's first and our Worlds Championships. I'm definitely excited.
Any more?
Yeah, Sally, I have a question for you. You've been in Boston for 5 days now, something like that. I believe you arrived on Sunday.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? What have you been seeing in the city?
Well, if you follow me on social media, you'll be able to see what I've been doing. I'm the sort of person that when I go to a city, I try and see the most that I can see in a couple of days, but I've obviously got the privilege to be here for about a week, and I think I've done everything you can possibly do for a tourist. I've done the harbour tour, I did the hop-on, hop-off bus, and went to Paul Revere's house yesterday, and what else?
Cheers bar.
We went to Cheers Bar, sorry. I've been there before though, but I had to take my manager and my physio to go see that, and didn't have a beer though. I did have a salad, but it was nice. It's nice to just, I guess, see where you are, and I guess have a bit of respect for the city and the town that you're in, and enjoy the atmosphere of this wonderful city. I didn't realise how beautiful it was. It's magnificent.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, Larry.
Sorry.
Tori, at the U.S. Champs, will you do both the 100 and the 200? Or are you still deciding?
I think I feel like, Yeah, I'm doing both the 100 and the 200 meters this year. It's a lot to think about when you think about it all at one time, but I'm just going to take each race as it comes.
Okay, any more? Thank you very much. Thank you to all three of you. Good luck on Sunday. Good luck in London. We'll have the weather for you.
I'm going to try to get Wade up there. You want to do Tori? You want to do Tori in the right?
Good.